Brazen and brutal attack on the husband of House
Sounds like an echo chamber. After Ye billionaired himself, I think billionaires are not a stable bunch mentally. Yeah.
Speaker Nancy Pelosi. Paul Pelosi underwent surgery to repair a skull fracture after he was beaten with a hammer inside his San Francisco home Friday. Doctors say they expect the 82-year-old to make a full recovery. A suspect is in custody, charged with attempted murder, assault with a deadly weapon, burglary, and elder abuse. Speaker Pelosi was not at home at the time of the attack. Christina Ruffini is at the Capitol with the very latest. Christina, good morning.
Good morning, Michelle. Law enforcement sources tell CBS News the intruder shouted, "Where's Nancy?" and planned to detain Paul Pelosi until the speaker got home. Now, late yesterday, police wouldn't comment on a motive, but said the attack was not random. It was targeted and it was wrong.
Broadway, across of Scott and Normandy.
With the attacker in the house, police say Paul Pelosi was able to make an open line 911 call around 2 a.m. on Friday.
He was the caller. Dispatch kind of took it from there and read between the lines.
On the call, federal sources told CBS News the dispatcher could hear what sounded like someone being threatened in the background and sent a high-priority alert to law enforcement.
Her actions, in my opinion, resulted in both a higher priority dispatch and a faster police response. I think this was life-saving.
Arriving on scene, police say they saw signs of forced entry, including broken glass.
Our officers observed Mr. Pelosi and the suspect both holding a hammer. The suspect pulled the hammer away from Mr. Pelosi and violently assaulted him with it.
The suspect...
I think this is, I'm sorry, but like, I can't not laugh at this, especially because like Paul Pelosi's fine, right? He got like his surgery and he's reportedly in better, like he's in good condition. But it is fucking funny that this groiper dickhead broke into an 84-year-old dude's house and tried to assassinate an 82-year-old woman, failed to do so, and then lost a 1v1 to an 84-year-old man, okay? Like, you literally lost a 1v1 to a dude who's got brittle-ass bones, dog, at 5 fucking a.m. in the morning. That's number one. Number two, watch out for all the shit that's underneath in the way of the microphone. Yeah. Number two, okay? Number two. The cops show up to the fucking venue. They show up to the function. Okay? And they see Paul Pelosi scuffling with this fucking groiped up shouty. Okay? And they literally just watch him pummel the dude's skull in.
Yeah, that's what I was wondering.
Like, what the fuck are they doing, dog? Like, why didn't you interfere? Like, your job as a cop at that point is like, okay, it seems like something fucked up is happening here.
I thought they'd shoot him or tase him. Well,
like, you know how they say, who was it? The fucking Alabama dude, I think, was like, when you're in trouble next time, call a crackhead. Like, a crackhead would have apprehended this dude faster than the fucking cop in that situation. Straight up.
is this the guy?
Yeah.
God, he looks like shit.
Yeah, I mean, he's literally like all of my haters, dude. I swear to God.
God, he just looks like hell. I'm sorry, man. It's just, oof. Holy shit. Good Lord.
Saddest part is he's fucking 42.
Oh, man.
Suspect 42-year-old David Wayne DePape was immediately apprehended by police and is facing multiple felony charges.
Assault with a deadly weapon, elder abuse, burglary.
A CBS News review of suspected social media posts by David DePape shows him spreading conspiracy theories about Holocaust denial, pedophiles in the government, and claims that Democratic officials run child sex rings. Speaker Pelosi, who was in Washington, D.C. at the time of the attack, rushed to the San Francisco hospital, where her 82-year-old husband underwent successful surgery to repair a skull fracture and serious injuries to his right arm and hands, according to her office. But the break-in raises concerns about the safety members of Congress.
Yeah, remember,
the cop was right there.
This dude pummeled him in the head while the cop was watching, which is crazy. He was like, "Yeah, all right, do one. We'll let you get one lick in." You know what I mean? They're like, "All right."
And their families.
Enough is enough is enough.
Campaigning in Philadelphia last night, President Biden condemned the attack.
Every person of good conscience needs to clearly and unambiguously stand up against the violence.
Senate Minority Leader Mitch McConnell wrote he was, quote, horrified and disgusted by reports of the incident. And Texas Republican Ted Cruz, a longtime critic of Pelosi, tweeted, "We can have our political differences, but violence is always wrong and unacceptable." But yesterday...
Yeah, what they mean by that is unless it's state violence, okay? Like, unless it's like Texas saying that, like, we're going to jail you if you do HRT as an adult. Which is state violence. Like, it's literally state violence. But for Ted, that's okay.
Just days before the midterm election, the Department of Homeland Security issued a new bulletin warning of a heightened threat towards candidates running for public office, elected officials, and election workers, and said some violent extremists might be motivated by differing perceptions of issues like government overreach, firearms regulation, and immigration policy, issues that have been
I wonder what political party these guys are fans of. I can't wrap my head around that. I wonder. That sounds like a bulletin board for the Tucker Carlson broadcast, okay? Literally every fucking thing that they just pinpointed is unironically like every night on Tucker Carlson.
front and center in the run-up to November.
There's no room for violence anywhere, but we're going to send her back to be with him in California. That's what we're going to go do.
Oh, my God.
Now, just to clarify, it's Capitol Police, not the San Francisco Police or the Secret Service that's responsible for the Speaker's security, as well as that for other members of Congress. And law enforcement tells us they do not have the resources, nor is it standard protocol for them to protect lawmakers' families around the clock.
That is unbelievable.
So,
Well, actually, it's very believable.
so have you seen what Fox News has been covering this as? They're like saying it's Nancy Pelosi's fault.
Well, you and I were talking about it this morning.
Yeah.
When I was giving Hassan his daily briefing.
Yeah, I get all my news from Austin.
Yeah. Hassan and I, every 7:30 in the morning, we get in a boardroom and I give him his daily briefing. And we were talking about this. And
Oh, dude. This is Tucker Carlson's broadcast on it.
Social media posts included transphobic images.
All these nations preparing for World War Trans.
Linked to websites claiming COVID vaccines were deadly.
Is it possible that the vaccine actually can hurt you, especially if you keep getting boosted? Can it weaken your immune system?
The death rates being promoted are whatever they want to be promoted, as the death rate one post said.
So is it possible that the CDC has been classifying those deaths from old age or other factors, as coronavirus deaths?
Also posted links to YouTube videos with titles like Democrat Farce Commission to Investigate January 6th.
It's a farce. It's a complete farce.
Global elites plan to take control of your money.
They're hiring another 87,000 armed IRS agents just to make sure that you obey. Got it? Got it? Is it clear?
So it looks like we've potentially have somebody here who embraces conspiracy theories. Social media posts included
potentially, maybe, just maybe, potentially.
This is an incredible video. This is an incredible video. Holy shit.
Perhaps.
I love that they're like, who could have done it? They're like, where did this guy get his ideas from? Not us, obviously. I just can't put my fucking finger on it, man. Where are they learning this stuff? Oh, well, I guess we'll never find out. We're all trying to find the guy who did this. Yeah, exactly. It's like the hot dog soup man, you know? By the way, the irony is that they are continuing to cut coverage. I've seen so many insane things about this attacker. They're saying he was gay.
Oh, yeah, that's the best one. That's the best one. Can you pull that up?
Yeah, they're saying he's like gay for Paul Pelosi.
Yeah, no, they said that the window was broken from the inside.
Yeah, they're saying
that
like
he was having like
they were having gay sex.
And then he broke out.
And it was a lover's quarrel induced by drugs.
Oh, that is odd. That's so insane.
The thing I can't stop thinking about is how different it would be if some far-left radical had tried to assassinate McConnell. It would be covered as devastating for the Dems. They'd spend a week denouncing themselves. The midterms would be understood to be lost. I mean, what do the Dems think it's happening here? Do they think they're just unlucky, or do they think maybe, just maybe, the way they choose to prosecute their politics creates these asymmetries? Yeah. When the congressional baseball shooting happened, I don't think it's accurate that after that happened, Democrats had to spend a week denouncing themselves when they lost the elections. First of all, this didn't happen immediately before a fucking midterm. That's number one. Number two, the fucking dude that shot the Republican was like a Bernard brother. And Bernie Sanders is not exactly famous for being like, we need to fucking murder Republicans, or that Republicans are literally, like, what's the equivalent on the left? Like, Bernie Sanders is running on a fucking campaign of being like, everyone deserves healthcare, even if you're a fucking racist. And people are like, wow, this is the same exact energy as saying that, like, trans people are queerifying your children by way of pedophiles in the Democratic Party, which have been in on this national conspiracy, international conspiracy, led by fucking Jews. Like, there is no equivalence. There's no moral equivalency between the two. And there's not even a fucking, like, exaggerated version of events where you can find, like, an equivocation.
Oh, the Paul.
Nudist ex-lover of Paul Pelosi attacker is female pedophile who harassed boy 14 and who bought sex dolls for their sons to use. What? Oh, this is the lover of Paul Pelosi's attacker. He was living with this chick named Gypsy Taub.
And so what does that have to do with him attacking Paul Pelosi?
Well, they're trying to
tie in that he's like also...
Sounds ridiculous, but your Trump-supporting uncle will know the truth about Paul Pelosi attack, which confirms all his prior beliefs. Democrats are all gay sex cheats, but the media and police lie for them to blame innocent MAGA types. 16K likes on this. Okay, so the Paul Pelosi story is not adding up. My two theories so far are Jussie Smollett 2.0. 2, Paul Pelosi got in a fight with his gay lover. Bro, why? You literally say you want to kill Nancy Pelosi all the time. You motherfuckers stormed the Capitol and said it. Why is it that, like, when one of you goes out and tries to do it, you're like, nah, he's a gay pedophile who's on meth?
Oh,
Every time one of these fucking losers acts out on the desires of all these other fucking losers, they go, oh, no, you're a gay pedophile who likes methamphetamine. And you're a Democrat. Brother, why are you saying those things then? For the record, he might be a gay pedophile loser. I'm not saying he's not. He was a fucking Nazi after all. So, you know, that's not outside of the equation. But it's the Nazi part of his fucking rhetoric an ideology that caused him to go and try to fucking kill Paul Pelosi. Okay? Got a feeling Paul Pelosi was involved in a gay orgy gone wrong.
Attacker was homeless drug addict, lived in hippie commune with BLM and pride flags.
They're just making shit up, dude. They're just literally making shit up. It's copium. They're like, nah. Trust me. This isn't exactly like all the fucking weird losers in our fan base. This weird loser is somehow different.
Marijuana relevance? Have these motherfuckers ever smoked a joint?
Because then they wouldn't be such...
Motherfucker, marijuana is the most peaceful drug on the planet. If everybody smoked weed, we wouldn't have any problems in the world. We'd all be sitting around, eating, enjoying each other's company, laughing. There's nobody, I've never heard of somebody that went on a violent killing spree high on marijuana. I mean, maybe
we should be fucking Dabbington, dude. We should be hitting Blinkerton off the Benjamins, okay? We should be fucking hitting Blinkertons off the Benjamin, getting faded than a hoe.
Okay, but they were on something else. If they went on a violent spree on marijuana, they were on something else.
Paul Pelosi invited a friend over for sex when the wife was away.
That's the story? Jesus Christ.
That's fucking awesome, dude.
He's
First
80,
of all,
he's 82. You really
can I just say, even if they were literally having like gay sex in a lover's quarrel, which they clearly weren't, right? Like, does that mean it's okay to fucking hammer this dude in the head? Like, I don't understand. They're literally like, hey, I know this 84-year-old man got hit in the head with a hammer, but have you considered he might be fucking gay?
Just
like, what does that mean?
Gays being gays.
That's not a fucking deflection!
Also, you expect this 82-year-old man to be technologically competent to get on Grindr when Pelosi is in Washington, D.C. and pick up some dude? Don't think it's possible.
I just don't understand why this is a counter. Why was Paul Pelosi's attacker found in his underwear? First of all, they're not bringing that fact up because it's not real. Paul Pelosi was in his underwear. And if Paul Pelosi's attacker was in his fucking underwear, okay, contrary to what I've seen so far, then that means he's also a pervert. Starting to look like Paul Pelosi invited that guy over specifically so he could use his hammer. 24K likes.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, this one was crazy. David DePipe tells investigators that he and Paul Pelosi were engaging in gay sex and an argument ensued over drugs. Pelosi's are refusing to turn over surveillance video of their home, fueling more speculation of homosexuality at the home. He just not only, this is my favorite type of fucking psycho, because like he just made that up, but then also now we're living in the universe where he made that information up and he's like, further speculation is occurring about homosexuality at the home. It's like, bro, why are you trying to write this like a CNN chyron? You are a schizophrenic loser at home writing this fucking Twitter thread, making shit up, okay? And then believing in the shit that you just made up. Why the fuck do you act like many people are speculating if there is homosexuality at the home?
Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
This has way more than 700 likes. By the time I saw this, it was actually way
Holy fuck.
Bigger than that. DePipe has arrest for male prostitution, which is not even true. I'm guessing Paul Pelosi's hammer attack was not the gay representation and inclusion the Democrats crave so much.
That's a verified account.
Oh, there's so many of these? Yeah, that guy's like running for office probably.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
What the fuck? Oh, my God.
Why would there have been signs of forced entry if there was a hookup? This one has 55,000 likes. This Pelosi story is getting weird. Paul Pelosi's attacker were half naked when the police showed up. They were both in their underwear. And how did somebody randomly get into the mansion of the third in line of the presidency? Where was Nancy Pelosi? Make it make sense.
Well, hold on, but just a second. It would make sense if Paul Pelosi was in his underwear.
Yeah, it's 5 a.m.
Because it's 5 o'clock in the morning. Like, it'd be weird if the attacker got in his underwear. That'd be weird. But that means he's a gay Nazi, right?
Yeah. Well, the funniest part about this is, like, these guys very openly state, like, what their worldview is. Like, they will literally, like, the Buffalo shooter, right? The Buffalo shooter was literally like, I am a white supremacist. I want to do white supremacist race crimes towards black people specifically. That's why I'm going to the fucking convenience store in a black neighborhood in Buffalo. Like, he literally said, I am radicalized by all the shit I've seen, and therefore I am a white supremacist who's going to do white supremacist hate crimes. And the motherfuckers still were like, this is a psyop. It's like, bro, he wrote it. There is nothing you can do that, like, right-wingers would be like, all right, we'll take the L on this one, okay? Like, this dude who fucking attacked Nancy Pelosi's husband literally was like, where's Nancy Pelosi? I want to murder Nancy Pelosi. I'm here to do crimes towards Nancy Pelosi, whom I hate because my brain is broken by QAnon shit, okay? And they'll be like, nah, I don't know, man. He's pretty gay, brother. You know what it is.
He must be gay.
People, yeah, he must be gay and therefore Democrat.
Only gay people sleep in their underwear.
Yeah.
What, is he supposed to sleep like he's fucking Dracula? It's 5 o'clock in the morning. I sleep in my underwear. That's what I look like at 5 o'clock in the morning. And I'm not getting in my clothes.
Oh, you're gay.
Oh, I am gay. That's very true.
Got him.
No, that's not gay to sleep like that at 5 o'clock in the morning. I sleep with my pride blanket. That's
Why
what I
are
do.
you entertaining this?
Oh, I don't know. Well, I mean, it is kind of gay to sleep like that. I'm just
Is it gay to sleep in your underwear? Fellas.
I'm kidding. It's not. I can't sleep naked, though. That's not my thing. I can't sleep naked.
Sometimes I can.
I can't do it.
But
it feels too weird.
This has 55,000 likes, man. I'm losing my fucking mind.
When the police showed up, they're both... What?
Like, they're just going off of, like, a completely made-up story at this point.
Are people entertaining
Like,
it in the
first
code
of all, if the dude who was literally like, I am QAnon, I love QAnon shit, I'm a crazy right-winger, if the dude who said all of those things took his clothes off to, like, fuck Nancy Pelosi before he, like, killed her, you know what I mean? Then that's worse. That makes your side worse. If he's in his underwear, that's fucking weird. Was he trying to go and rape Nancy Pelosi? You know what I mean? It's not weird that Paul Pelosi was in his home at 5 a.m. in his underwear, okay? That's normal. It's his house. It's 5 a.m.
Wasn't it like 2:30?
I don't know. I don't know what time it was. I think it was like, but it was like after 12.
Like 2:30. That's prime underwear hours. Yeah, it's prime underwear. You're definitely in your underwear at 2:30.
But, like, they're not even going, why the fuck was a random dude, this random assailant, in his fucking underwear? No one is asking that question. And everyone instead on the right is like, nah, they were gay. Which, by the way, still does not change the crime. Okay? Like, even if Paul Pelosi was, into fucking dudes or whatever, which he's not.
Because that'd be
that
weird.
That would not change. Yeah, right? Yeah, obviously. None of that gay shit.
That'd be strange. So
but
odd.
But like, it doesn't make sense. Like, why would that absolve the other dude of the crime? Like, what the fuck? This is one of the weirdest reactions in the recent memory by the right, lol. I feel like in the past they just chose to ignore, bury this type of thing. Yeah, when they're like this obviously fucking caught dead to rights, like one of those fucking weirdos in the same exact fucking forums that they frequent in, end up doing something, like oftentimes they just ignore it, or they'll deflect away, or they'll say like, oh no, this is trans people. This is somehow related to trans people. This time they were just like, nah, they're gay lovers, bro.